What up though, Eddie Kane? Eddie Kane, what's the deal?
Shout out my boy Eddie Kane Jr. You already know Westside Detroit.
Eddie Kane Jr. on phone them, man.
Who the fuck is Eddie though? I ain't here.
Why? Because all they gonna do is argue and squabble. When they get through arguing, squabbling, and debating, they ain't gonna build nothing. They're not gonna produce nothing. They're not gonna manufacture nothing. They're not gonna create nothing. So why you talk to black people? All y'all debating for? All y'all debating for? Get some goddamn money. Big dog. Damn about my people. Mr. White. The white fuck my people. I don't give a damn about my people. Come on, you right there, bro. You right here. Charles. They wasted my time bringing me here. They wasted my motherfucking time. Damn, man. Fucking with me about my people. Y'all don't even care about y'all people. Go talk to your grandmama then.
We was so happy like it's systematic racism.
They wasted my time. Fuck racism. I don't believe in racism.
Ain't no secret. Should do Eddie Kane Jr. Like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe to me, leave a comment down the post. I'ma sub back to you. Rit. Now I'm talking about, hey, my people. Y'all know why we here on Renegades, man. Y'all just saw the clip of y'all dude Charleston White. So, short story short, Charleston White, he was at a debate. Allegedly, from what he was saying, they were asking questions about snitching. You know what I'm saying? It was allegedly, some people were saying it was at Tougaloo. Some people were saying it was at a middle school. Nonetheless, there were kids out there in the audience, grown people, nice mix. And Charleston, you see, he just storms off. He just walks off. He's going to the car and he's basically, you know what I'm saying, dude, he reminds me of the character on Dave Chappelle, the black white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? This dude, and you see on Clayton Bigsby, you know what I'm saying? Clayton Bigsby was blind. Charleston is half blind. You know what I'm saying? This dude does not think he is an African American, doesn't think he's black. The way he talked down on us, you know what I'm saying? And Renegades, one of his main buddies, he be shouting out now. You know what I'm saying? Aiden Ross. Do y'all remember when Aiden Ross came with this dude like this? Peep this, Renegades.
Joe, this is called the Aiden-mobile. And I want to let you know, bro, you're in for a fun time. We're going to go shopping. We're going to cut the camera off. We're going to get freaky. Have a little freak off. Just a little freak off. Not nothing crazy.
Hey, you stop this motherfucker right now. Let me out.
Hey, it ain't just Diddy with the freak offs. Aiden Ross basically came in that cat with the straight face like, yeah, it's time to give you some of that 3-finger whack treatment. You understand what I'm talking about? And look at y'all see the look on Charleston's face. He didn't explode. You know how Charleston usually, he explodes on the camera. He cussing, he spitting and ranting and raving. That dude looked timid as 5 Goes West. Dude looked straight up like he knew what the program was. So he goes from dissing Aiden Ross, saying he this and that, a punk, blah, blah, blah. And now they two peas in the pod. They definitely the two musketeers now. So what's the change in the energy where you couldn't stand dude? He basically tried to emasculate you, man. You know what I'm talking about? He tried to straight up play you like you are a punk, and now y'all rolling with each other. Hey, Renegades, that's they say you got to go through that door if you want to get to that next level. You understand what I'm talking about? So it looked like Charleston went through that door and he received what they gave him. You understand what I'm talking about? Hey, man, and Charleston's always talking about the money. It's so many suckers with money. Money does not make the man or the woman. You understand what I'm talking about? Hey, I ain't about to preach. I ain't no reverend. But that money, it's a lot of suckers with that bread. You understand what I'm talking about? And they don't even want to help nobody else. They don't even want to show people the blueprint to getting some money. You don't even necessarily have to give people any of your property or your possessions just to show people how to get to the bag. They don't even want to do that. You know what I'm talking about? But I digress. But Charleston White, this dude, he definitely, I was always wondering who he reminded me of. You know what I'm talking about? Dude reminds me of George Jefferson. You know what I'm talking about? In that deluxe apartment in the sky, dude to be strutting just like he George Jefferson. You know what I'm talking about? And he needs to be careful, because we've seen instances where people don't want to go along with what he's saying with that program. We saw it at his comedy show. They ran up on the stage, gave him 2 pieces in the biscuit. We saw it in the barbershop when he's in the chair, somebody come in there and give him some of that sweet chin music. And this dude gets up and hides behind his wife. She looking like straight up Fat Albert. I ain't gonna even judge. I'm not gonna, hey, it's not about her. But this dude hiding behind his wife. They got a broomstick, petrified, shook, scared to death, scared to look, but always with the tough talk. That's how those people who are reliant upon the blick, that's how they are. They got no squabbles, they got no hands, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, just saying Charleston got to be out here squabbling. He's a 50-something, damn near 60-something-year-old man. But, always a but, renegades. This dude always quick to pepper spray people, which is, frankly, that's kind of ladylike. Dude is quick to pepper spray, mace. He always showing his guns. Bro, be careful with all the showing of the guns, man. Don't show everybody your hand, man. You showcase your whole arsenal. So Charleston, you don't have anyone to blame for that situation down there at the school. You're trying to state that, yeah, I didn't know it was a debate. That's on your manager or on your booking agent. They were supposed to relay that to them, and they let you know what you were walking into. You understand what I'm talking about? So you got no one to blame but your staff and yourself, because you didn't inquire or they didn't relay it to you. You know what I'm talking about? But Charleston definitely scurried up out of there with his tail between his legs, and they were on him. And dude definitely super weak, man. Hypocrite Charleston White. That's y'all dude. You understand what I'm talking about? But renegades. Moving on to the YNW Melly Sitchy, man. Y'all just heard y'all dude YNW Ortlen. They had tried to give him the plea deal. They dangled it in his face a few days ago. Dude finally bit. Peep this.
Number 19, 1871 CF10A. As to count 3, accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree. And as to count 4, accessory after the fact as to murder in the first degree. How are you going to plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? In case number 23, 10643 CF10A. As to count 1, tampering with a witness in a capital felony, and count 7, unlawful use of a two-way communication device. How are you going to plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? I will accept your no contest pleas as to each. I'm going to find a factual basis to support each based upon my review of each electronic probable cause affidavit, as well as your stipulation in court here today. I'm going to further find that you have freely, voluntarily, and intelligently waived your rights, that you have knowingly entered each plea with the advice of competent counsel who you've told me that you are satisfied with, that you understand the nature of the charges and the consequences of the plea. Accordingly, and pursuant to the negotiated agreement, I will sentence you as follows. In case number 19, 1871 CF10A, as to count 3 and count 4, I will adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in Florida State Prison. That will be followed by 6 years of reporting probation. I will impose mandatory court costs pursuant to 943.325. In case number
Renegades is looking all bad for y'all, dude. YNW Melly, you understand what I'm talking about? It's looking rough for that cat right now. You know what I'm saying? Because YNW Ortlen has now agreed to the Gunna plea. It's the Alfred plea. Now people are calling it the Gunna plea. It's basically the same thing Gunna did against YSL, you know what I'm saying, Young Thug, you know what I'm talking about? So basically, he's going to be in there and corroborate with the government against YNW Melly. So it looks like it's all bad for YNW Melly. And this is the one thing I'll say, Renegades. This takes me back to the Queso case down there in Florida. His father testified on him. You know what I'm saying? He probably would have beat that. They had some flimsy evidence on Queso down there in Florida, but his father and his man testified on him, and that's what fried him. It's looking like the same situation for YNW Melly. They took it to trial before, came up with a mistrial. They had to go back to another trial. They can't determine what happened in that car. You understand what I'm talking about? They don't know what happened if the deceased, Chris Thomas, a.k.a. YNW Juvie, and Anthony Williams, a.k.a. YNW Sack Chaser, they don't know if they were aggressors and tried to pull blicks. They don't know what went on that car because the only two people alive are YNW Melly and YNW Ortlen. You understand what I'm talking about? But Ortlen, he couldn't hold tight. Bro, this type of stuff right here, this is what the government be counting on sometimes when they have weak cases. They count on people to just fold and be. Now, don't get me wrong, Renegades. Dude was looking at, YNW Ortlen was looking at 5 life sentences for the, because he was facing 2 first-degree red rum charges and 2 accessory after the fact, looking at 5 life sentences. I understand that. But these dudes, man, had a flimsy case. If y'all hold tough with each other, and you know what I'm saying? If y'all do y'all thing, everybody might be able to go home. You know what I'm talking about? Now, Renegades, this is the one thing. We just not got through seeing how YSL Lil Woody just played the system and agreed at first to testify against Young Thug, and then switched it up and basically just recanted on all his statements, saying he got basically strong armed and they twisted his arm to do those statements. I don't know how that Alfred plea, that aka the Gunna plea, is set up for YNW Ortlen, if he's going to be able to wiggle. But we don't know, Renegades. We don't know if YNW Ortlen is going to use this, get his deal, and then go in there and just blow up the case like, nah, it wasn't this, it was that and that and that. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going to see moving forward, but this definitely is a big blow, a huge blow against YNW Melly, who got that mistrial and still being held without bond. Now with your dude YNW Ortlen, his plea deal, he will get 10 years serving time, 10 years in prison, 6 years on probation, and he will also get time served. So this dude could possibly be looking at like just 8 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about if everything holds true with his, if he fulfills the obligations of his Gunna plea. But it's looking like they got your dude YNW Melly. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Renegades. I think if dudes hold tight, they don't have nothing, man. You know what I'm talking about? But that's why you gotta do dirt. I don't condone any tomfoolery, any illegal activity. But that's the reason why your dude Eddie Kane Jr., I rose dolo from state to state. Ha ha! You know what I'm talking about? Because dudes will give you up when push come to shove. They're thinking about themselves and not about you. That's just how I see it, man. Renegades, I'm going to keep y'all posted on this. We're going to see what happens with this. But it's looking all bad for YNW Melly. If you ain't no Renegade, hit that sub button. And hit that hype button and like button. And if you want to join us in this Renegade mission, you understand what I'm talking about? Hit that join button. Welcome to the Renegades. Man, Renegades, it's all bad.
Yeah, I mean, supposed to be rooting for you. Can't wait to turn on you. You know what I'm saying? These be the niggas you think ain't the post police. Could be them. You know what I'm saying? You never know what a nigga's doing.